Welcome to So You Want to Learn Crochet. I am Kelsey, I'm a beginner crocheter and I am in my yarn era. So today I have 8 different ways to make a slip knot. I have scoured the internet looking for all the ways that I've seen others teach how to do a slip knot. A slip knot is important because it's literally the first step in crochet. It's how we get our yarn on our hook. Your job is to pick the method that works best for your brain and stick with that method. Let's get into it. Method number 1, I've named the lay and loop. I like this one. First, we're going to fold our yarn in half, lay the yarn over itself. The tail should be over the top of the working yarn. Insert our 2 fingers in the loop. Pinch our working yarn and pull the tails and pull through the loop. Insert your hook, pull your working yarn, and we're ready to crochet. The next method I've named the wrapped finger method. We're going to take our tail, wrap it under our pointer finger, and pull it down like this. Then put your thumb under your working yarn, pinch the tail like that. Pull this yarn up, loop it over your finger, pinch again, and then we're going to do 1 bunny hop, pull the back loop over the front loop, and pull it tight. Insert your hook, and we're ready to crochet. This next method I've named the wrapped bunny hop. It's similar to the last one. We're going to take our yarn, wrap it around our pointer finger twice. Go ahead and pinch those tails with your thumb and middle finger. Then we're going to bunny hop. The back loop bunny hops over the first loop, and then the back loop bunny hops over the front loop. Up and off your finger, pull the tails, insert your hook, and we're ready to crochet. Now, if you've made it this far and you're going, nope, I still don't get it, that's okay. That just means your method is still coming later in the video. This next method, I've named the table method because it's like you have to use your whole table. Take the tail end of your yarn and point it up on your table. This should make a loop. The tail will be over the top of the working yarn. Then pick up that loop and fold it over the top of the working yarn. Pinch with your fingers on the yarn that's inside the loop. With your other hand, grab the tail and working yarn and pull. Insert your hook, pull your working yarn, and we're ready to crochet. This next method is I'm calling the finger flick, and it is my least favorite. We're going to take our yarn and put it over our pointer finger. Then we're going to twist our finger till we make a loop, pinch the cross ends, and then we curl our pointer finger under and hook the tail end and pull it through. Tighten, insert your hook, and we're ready to crochet. This next method I've named the finger cross method. This method is okay, but I find it kind of confusing to remember. So we're going to grab our yarn with our bottom fingers, loop over the top two, cross over to make an X. Then turn those fingers over, grab your hook, and we're going to go under the right string, hook the left string, pull through, and pull it off of your fingers. Then grab your working yarn, tighten, and we're ready to crochet. This next method I've named the bougie hook, and I think it's pretty. It is the smoothest method I've ever seen a slip knot be made. I saw this from Minin Art on YouTube. So we're going to hold our yarn so that we have some tension. Pinch with your fingers, take your hook, and we're just going to loop this around till there's a sort of loop on our hook. Then we're going to yarn over. You may need to adjust and pinch where those pieces cross. Pull through a loop, tighten, and we're ready to go. This final method I've named the twisty pinchers. It is by far the easiest and it is my favorite. My fingers and brain love this method. I'm going to hold the tail end with my right hand. Then I'm going to pick up the working yarn with my left hand. I'm going to twist that. And then with my pincher fingers, I'm going to reach through and pull to make the knot. Insert your hook, pull the working yarn, and we're ready to crochet. Well, that's all I have for you today. Whichever one of these methods made your brain go, oh, okay, that's your method. Stick with that one. It does not matter. The slip knot is the same. It does not matter. It doesn't affect your work. It just gets it onto your hook. So whichever one of those methods clicks for your brain, stick with that one. Comment which one finally clicked for you, because I'm curious. I tried several different methods before I started to understand. And if there's any others that I've missed, let me know. We can make a part 2. Hope that helps, and happy crocheting.